Ezra again with the Xfire X-Team E3 video crew, and we have some very, very cool information for you. We have found someone who we thought had disappeared off the face of the planet. This is, in fact, Cadium. Yes, Cadium, who disappeared from the boards. We found her. She's here at E3. What's coming out, Cadium? What's happening with World of Warcraft?
Well, I don't know if I should actually tell you this, because...
Come on, you can tell us.
No, I don't know. All right. So, we've been working on this project for a long time, and we're working on an expansion for World of Warcraft called the Burning Crusade.
Whoa! You heard it here first.
Sure, don't get me fired, though.
No, we won't get you fired. Tell us about the Burning Crusade. What do you think is awesome about it?
The Burning Crusade has a lot of awesome things about it. First and foremost, players are getting more content. Right now, WoW players just want more WoW, and that's what we're going to give them. Just trying to chock it full of content so it feels really meaty and satisfying for our players.
The balance of World of Warcraft has always been superb, and we'd like to hear about how what you've done to ensure that the balance stays great as we move on to level 70 from level 60.
All of our formulas behind the game math have always been designed around an infinite level cap. So going up to 70 for us really isn't that big of a deal. It's just following the path that we're already on.
What's being done in the Burning Crusade that makes Blizzard sure that this is going to innovate and change things in a different way than any expansion for another MMORPG has done in the past?
Well, if we want to talk about new features that we really haven't seen in a game like this before, I think flying mounts is a great example. You can fly anywhere in the expansion, anywhere within Outland. We're also putting content that's specific to flying mounts up in those areas. So Blizzard philosophy in general is not always about innovation. It's more about evolution and how can we refine the gameplay so it's the most fun.
Ezra here with the Xfire X-Team E3 video crew. We have another exclusive with perhaps the most famous community manager of them all, Orden. Orden, we see that you're playing some of the new content here from the Burning Crusade. This stuff is looking awesome. If you could just tell us, what is that character wearing there? I mean, is this new equipment? Okay, well, I was just curious about the decision to use the Draenei as the second race. I mean, how did that come about? We've been talking a little bit already. I had some other questions for you, Jeffrey. First of all, the new Alliance race, the Draenei. Why do the Draenei look like the Eridar?
So the Draenei actually descended from the same race as Archimonde. Archimonde was the big bad guy at the end of Warcraft 3 who was an Eridar. But the race sort of went down two paths. There was the path that embraced the light, so that's the Draenei as you see him here at E3. And then there was the big bad guy, Archimonde, who is the Eridar. So they actually are the same race.
Wow, so it's kind of like a good twin and a bad twin. Okay, cool. All right. We've heard at BlizzCon that there are surviving heroes in Outland, like Danath and other various characters that might be there. Was that a off-the-record kind of rumor, or is that something we can talk about?
That's definitely something you can talk about. So the first Alliance base that you hit when you roll into Hellfire Peninsula, which is like the first zone through the Dark Portal, you'll hit Hellfire Peninsula, and if you're Alliance, you'll go to this base called Honor Hold. Well, Danath is actually there. And you'll run into him, and eventually, as the expansion plays out from zone to zone, you'll run into all the heroes from the Valley of Heroes out in front of Stormwind.
Okay, new classes was something that people have wondered about.
We talked long and hard about new classes and came to the decision that the Burning Crusade wasn't the right expansion for it. With classes, there's a fine line that you can hit before you start to hybridize all the other classes. We are planning on adding new classes at some point in the future. We have to be slow and methodical about it.
That makes good sense. Now here's another, a fan favorite for the new race for the Alliance was Pandaren. I was wondering if that was ever considered during design to put the Pandarens in, or if they're going to make an appearance in World of Warcraft.
So it definitely was considered to put the Pandaren in. They're one of our favorite races. They're really cool. They were one of the considerations, but we felt that the Draenei just fit more with Outland. It makes more sense.
I'm wondering what plans you have in place, including the expansion, what you're going to do to keep these subscribers going and flying high with that subscriber base you have for World of Warcraft.
We're going to do a 10-man raid, which is something that the players have asked for. Hey, we want a smaller raid. Make it epic, make it hard, but let us do it with 10 people. We're also reviewing a lot of our PvP systems. We know that the honor system is a bit of a grind, more time-based, and we want to get skill more into the PvP system. We'll also be introducing world PvP. So we know that we have to focus on a big player base. That's what we did when we shipped WoW, and that's why we have 6.5 million subscribers. We need to do the same thing in the Burning Crusade, but learn from the mistakes that we made with the shipping game.
What do you think is the coolest part of being a community manager?
The chicks.
The booth babes or the chicks all the time?
No, there really aren't any, actually.
So tell me, if you had to describe Warcraft, World of Warcraft, in one single physical motion, what would that be? Righteous. We just wanted some daily nutrition facts about your game. You know, based on the pyramid of nutrition and 2,000 calorie diet, what part of World of Warcraft would you say fills that? How many calories?
2,000.
World of Warcraft, you heard it here first. It's a full meal, guys. You can live on World of Warcraft. This is what everybody's been wanting to hear.